Adani Group shares fell after media reports over allegations of over-invoicing of coal imports. Now, the Financial Times reported that Gautam Adani-led group was allegedly involved in over-invoicing imported coal prices to enrich it and make electricity and make consumers pay for that over-inflated coal. Now, Financial Times analyzed 30 shipments of coal from Indonesia that came to India through Adani Group over 32 months between 2019 and 2021 and concluded that the prices of import recorded were far higher than the corresponding exports declared from Indonesia. Now, Adani Group has rejected the charges of wrongdoing. It has termed the investigation old and baseless and also a clever and recycling of selective misinterpretation of publicly available facts and information. That, of course, is the statement that Adani Group has made. But Adani Group stocks taking a beating, recovering, although towards the end of the trading session, the Adani Enterprise stock was down by approximately 1.8%. At the close of today's earnings session. I think we need to revise these numbers once again. But let me quickly get in Kranti. Kranti, these are fresh allegations. These allegations have a little to do with what Hindenburg said, but they in fact are related to the DRI investigation into Adani Group. Similar set of accusations that were made by DRI, stating that there is a possibility that prices of coal were in fact inflated and consumers had to bear the brunt of it. What are you making of these reports?
Shweta, we do come across these allegations on a regular basis because the stock have been on the news now and then. Okay, a couple of days back, there was a news highlighting about the SEBI investigation. So coming to sum up, and Adani Group as a management, they denied these allegations. Okay, so the point I'm trying to envisage, Shweta, the investors. Okay, this is a group always on news. Okay, the foreign media and all. Okay, they come up making some kind of news, and it's usual. The management deny, and they will categorically say these are the rumors and malicious attack on the group is concerned. So this has been in the past 6 months now and there, and last fortnight also we have witnessed this kind of news. The point I try to ponder upon the investors is these stocks are high beta in nature, and investors who have this kind of high risk appetite and high volatility, who like these kind of stocks are suitable. If the investors are not ready for these kind of sort of volatility, and these are the stocks to stay away. So investors need to prepare for these kind of high volatile exercise with respect to Adani Group is concerned.
Now, Kranti, I mean the stocks, at least as far as Adani Enterprises and Adani Ports, which are the two biggest revenue contributors to the entire group are concerned, both stocks recovered quite well from the day's low. So, as in regards to the price action that we saw in relation to Adani Enterprises and Adani Ports, do you think today's fall was a sentimental crash?
Yeah, definitely. It impacts the sentiment of the stocks are concerned, especially with respect to the port. Port was down in the beginning of the week also because of their exposure, which the Haifa port they have, which is the center of news at this point of time. So, and we witnessed some kind of recovery in the stock. And right now, the news about the Financial Times carrying out an article on Adani. Adani Group in terms of the inflating the coal prices are concerned. So definitely it do have sentimental impact, and also the institutional investors have been just now coming into the counter, but it do create some kind of impact. And a couple of days back or in the last week, the Adani Group is rising some kind of debt at a group level, lended by the lenders are the foreign banks. So these kind of reports, so whenever they surface, it do create some kind of sentimental impact with respect to the stock performance
All
in the
right.
medium to short term also, Suyash.
All right, let's quickly run our viewers through, what the allegations are. Let's begin with the allegations first. What has Financial Times said as far as its investigation into Adani Group is concerned? Adani Group, we don't know whether it's running an agenda or not, but so far there are questions that we need to ask, because Financial Times has called Gautam Adani, and I quote, Modi's Rockefeller. That raises a question of editorializing a commentary that is made by a leading financial newspaper operating out of London. What is the basis of this investigation? What is the basis of the investigation? Pertaining to the fact that DRI, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, has already conducted a series of investigation back in 2016 into Adani Group over similar allegations, and that allegations did not stand in Supreme Court. Now, FT has also, remember, left out other 40 companies that were investigated by DRI, right, singling out only Adani Group. So is there an agenda? Is there not an agenda? We don't know just as yet, but those are important questions pertaining to the investigation that FT has allegedly done in this case. I think also going back to some of those allegations, let's also quickly run our viewers through what the allegations are. Let's move further on those graphics, please. But allegations are that there were middlemen who supplied coal presumably at a premium pricing, and hence the coal that was supplied from Indonesia that came to India, the cost of the coal was higher to an extent that about 40 to 50% higher, for that matter, to higher to an extent where Adani Group has benefited and profiteered from that coal and then sold it at a very premium price, essentially hinting at people having to pay more and people who bought that coal having to pay more because Adani Group, through middlemen in Taiwan, in Dubai and in Singapore, decided to charge a premium on coal prices. Those are serious allegations, Krishna.
Right, allegations for sure, but this is even as we are counting down to the hearing at the Supreme Court for Adani in the Hindenburg case as well. The question is, all of these, how serious will they be, and will they have an impact on that Supreme Court decision? That is left to be seen. Bear in mind that hearing has already been deferred as well. So, we're looking at more time to go before we get a final word in on the Hindenburg report itself from the Supreme Court. So, in the span of time, all I'm wondering is that how much of an impact will a report like this have on that final judgment, Shweta?
All right, and the three places where the three middlemen or the three alleged companies, Taiwan, Dubai and Singapore, those graphics that you can see on your screen, the men we keep hearing about, Chang Chung Ling, he is operating the Hai Lignos company, and this is the company through which Adani brought 31 million tons of coal at a 20% premium. Then there is Taurus operating from Dubai, which also incidentally has 13.5% free float share in Adani Group of companies, or had until 2019, operated by Nasser Ali Shaban Ahli and Muhammad Ali Shaban Ahli. Remember, Muhammad Ali Shaban Ahli has also featured in the OCCRP report, the report that came just prior to this damning report by Financial Times. And then there is a third link, Pan Asia, from where Adani got about 1.1 million tons at 30% premium. So all these three middlemen charged a premium to sell coal to Adani. Adani that then procured that coal here in India and sold it at a premium price. Now there is also a big, I think a very substantial part of the allegation hinting at a very interesting angle, and that is maybe that this coal was premium coal. Maybe this coal was a coal that deserved to be priced at a higher value because it was a different coal, it was a premium coal, it was a high quality coal, and therefore why it should have been charged a premium rate. So also questioning, its own, allegations and hypothesis that it has made. We don't know how much of this is true. We don't know what's going to happen here on. Yes, Suresh.
I mean, if I can give my 2 cents on it, there are around 40 companies that DRI has highlighted, right? Is it an industry-wide practice of overpricing, or is Adani the only bad apple? Like, we need some clarifications on that as well, right? If it's an industry-wide practice, then you can't single out one company. But
Absolutely.
if Adani is only doing it, then there are, of course, legs to these allegations.
All right, that of course is an important story and deserves an investigation.